Welcome back to Prompts for Purpose and Perseverance. Don't allow anyone to justify today's bad behavior by yesterday's good deeds. Look at all I've done for you. Does this pronouncement ring any bells? If so, think about the circumstances for which a person might hurl this statement at you. Chances are these words are being spoken by someone who at that moment felt unappreciated. Or the one making this statement could be reacting badly to something that you have said and wants you to feel guilty for saying it. Justifiably or not, maneuvering around emotions within relationships can be confusing and triggering, regardless of whether we are dealing with people in our professional lives or in our personal lives. Day in and day out, our relationships are being tossed around on an emotional roller coaster. How can we effectively communicate how we feel when we are upside down, roaring through the twists and turns of a not so amusing amusement park argument? Is this why our first response might be to scream? Think about all the emotions that are conjured up from the statement, "Look at all that I've done for you." First, you might feel blindsided. Then, defensive, angry, frustrated, or just disappointed. But from the perspective of one who says this, entitlement is at the forefront of the emotions behind these types of interactions. They feel that in general, if they're do-gooders, when they say or do something inappropriate, they're entitled to a pass. These individuals use their supposed great track record to justify their bad behavior and feel no need to apologize or be remorseful. This causes a domino effect of emotions that will always be in conflict with what is actually happening in the present and find themselves unable to focus on being mindful of what is presently at stake. Choose your words. Remember the metaphorical feedback sandwich? This is where you start with something good, easing into the challenge, and then finishing up with something joyful that both can celebrate or look forward to. This strategy has proven successful not only with personal relationships, but even used to quite effectively as parents or in our professional leadership roles. Good kids sometimes have bad days, right? Just as good team members sometimes demonstrate questionable behavior. Now, in this day and age, while immersed in a myriad of ways to communicate virtually, we are constantly presented with the temptation to send a message to avoid any immediate responses or be interrupted by the recipient. This could be by text, email, social media platforms. The problem is, true emotions can often be misinterpreted within these settings. Technically, one can carry on an entire conversation using only emojis and still get the message across. But is this really practical? Communicating in this manner seems to provide that digital detachment that has become the norm and considered convenient and efficient in this fast-paced world. But again, if we remind ourselves of what is most important for sustaining our relationships and our overall purpose, we will certainly make time for a voice-to-voice, face-to-face interaction to ensure that our emotions are not miscommunicated or misinterpreted in any way. Think back to the quote for this chapter. Do you ever excuse bad behavior due to yesterday's good deeds? Well, next time, join me as we look at how one's cluelessness can lead to casualties. Until next time.